even before the white man came.
Okay.
So what is outings public? Was to remind our youth that Igbos don't beg. We frowned at begging. You made yourself and your family and scorn. You should beg. That was as a result of the economic model we cherished even before the war. When I took part in the economic advancement of my family and of my society. You not know it that as students, primary school students, every Saturday, we are found today, next week we'll go to another person's farm. What do? We cultivate, make the molds, sow yams, allow the women to come and sow. Bishop laughed at me and showed me how to become immune to scorpion bites. I can remember while farming and weeding, one day, carrying almost a viper, a snake in my hand. It was very cool. I dropped it. That was a kind of apprenticeship. Letting your children know the morals, the values of your people. And working hard, farming was one of the models of economic activities that existed. Let me stop there. Then we'll move on.
Okay. So, Prof, we are really focusing on the one they normally, known as Iba boy, or to Imahe or something like that. And
yes, what I'm trying to say is that it did not fall from a vacuum. It's part of that culture.
So, the question now is it still fashionable presently, going by with no kind of venture of the...
Well, yeah or not, it's not important thing. The important thing is that it is being practiced. Listen, I live, and sometimes I do go to where the Igbos practice their wares. A neighbor boy is still exists. I buy from the market. The guy who supplied me my tire is an Igbo chap. It's professional. You don't need any policeman or any outsider to help them conduct themselves. And you wonder how all of them, 100 people in a cluster selling one commodity, make money. Some live on top of the others and making money and learning how to manage and advertise their wares without incurring the wrath of others. They do it now. I'm an educator and do it. Just last month, I needed a new ink for my computer printer. And I called the recruiter and he told me, sir, I have gone to the shop now. It's no longer where he used to be 2-3 years ago. That's what I'm trying to let you know. Okay. It's a people's way of life. All right? It is our way of life. We didn't copy it from anybody. Now, remember that in our society, we had our own area. We didn't do it.
Let's come back home. When you look around, especially in the SouthEast, the rising unemployment has, you say, has contributed to the situation that we have among the youth, especially those that go into so many, vice. Then why are you doing this? They say, I'll finish school, no job for us and the rest of it. Now, what can be done, of apprenticeship like we have it today?
Colonization came with we forget everything traditional. Is one of the bends of weaponization. The West, as I have said, they did teach us how to manage conflicts. The fact that we abandoned everything, and we're one of the people, the Igbos are guilty for that. Especially abandoning all our former ways of life, as if we were a tabula rasa country conduct this interview in Igbo. So that the one that is not illiterate in English can understand it. It's hardly possible. You can hardly find avenues in Igbo land. A television, a newspaper that conducts its purposes in Igbo language. I studied languages and literatures, and I know how some languages have perished, and therefore those people have perished. So this has made it impossible for us to retain our traditional values. And when you lose your values, you lose who you are. So the first thing is to go back to the drawing board and make sure that the dysfunctionality of Western economic liberalism does not remain the cause for the Igbo. Begin to rediscover our values. One of the things I did as Minister of Education in the 1980s was to create or to start what today is the largest university in the country, the Open University. And I did it for a reason. Because after the war, you found out that many Igbo young men did not want to go to school. Yes, at that time we produced the highest number of Zambites. What they did rather was to try to make quick money. Then, in many parts of Igbo land, those traders made sure that their wives went to school. And because I knew the phenomenon as an educationist, I decided that the best way to capture these young men and women was to set up a university without borders. That is the Open University. They could stay in the comfort of their home, just as I'm staying in the comfort of my home and talking to you, and acquire skills and education. That's how the Open University started. And one of the managers at the time was a historian from Hubei, late Adele Ashibo, and other people to work on it before I left. That's the history of Open University, to capture those who were outside the new classrooms. I'm happy that many of them told me that they have graduated from the Open University system. So the dysfunctionalities of Western education and Western economic model have had their own implications for the Igbo because of the tendency to absorb alien values and put them ahead of our own traditional values. So we need to get back there. We need to see how the people like Innocent has improved. How people like, especially in the transport sector, started or driven, advanced by people of Newi. And how many Newi people and Anambra people have made a heavy weather of that particular sector of trading. The transportation system is just one model of apprenticeship system that has survived Western influence and has been passed up to a generation. If you go to the same Anambra, there is a section, a community that is noted for bread making. I think it's where people becomes or something like that. When you go to Anambra, if you haven't bought that bread, that special bread that started in the 50s, you think you have not bought bread. It's become a trademark. Just like when you're drinking Coca-Cola, you have to drink the right brand. Or you're drinking, those have that brand. It's only for our leadership to tap into it and say, let's come back here. Let's keep our secret and move on. There'll be no unemployment if we can get people to do this. I was listening yesterday to the unemployment ratio in Imo State. It's the highest in the 5 states, Imo, that produces the highest number of Zambians in almost every sector. Until recently.
Okay.
Until recently, has 25% unemployment, which is the highest of what they said yesterday, what I read yesterday. Unemployment creates insecurity. And this is a state where I and Mbakwe worked hard and make sure that there was a skill yielding factory or industry or complex in almost all the local governments. I mentioned them. That was party to the creation. I was the commissioner for